94 degrees, and look at this. Y'all see that? It's gonna rain. It's already drizzling. Unbelievable. On another note, I am just really elated. My husband's daughter had a baby Friday. I went to go see her yesterday at the hospital. She was released last night. I was really shocked. I was really, really shocked. I'll tell you all why in a minute. And then I just saw them today. They are having a hard time. I mean, they have a 2-year-old and they have a newborn. And this is a decision they make. But now they're complaining because, everything is just so hard. Of course it is. Of course it is. You all knew what you were getting yourselves into. Like, yeah. But here's the shocking part. At the hospital, it is very different now. The nurses there do not care. And this is a DHR, mind you. If you're from the Valley, you know what I mean by DHR. Anyhow, they were all behind the nurse's station, just chatting away. Oh, how funny. Life is just so funny. We're just perfect the way we are. We didn't just have a kid. What's that? We just work here. We don't do anything. We just collect a paycheck. Nobody was checking on anybody. They already had my stepdaughter. They already had her on solids. Let's go to the park for this because I'm already getting home. They already had her on solids. She had a lot of gas. She was very bloated. They should have had her walking around. Nobody ever came to get her up to walk around except for the morning time, but that was it. Once was enough for them, I guess. That was just too much work. And she was able to shower, and I think she showered by herself while the husband was there with the baby. The other grandma was taking care of the grandchild. The grandchild doesn't know us very well, the 2-year-old. So otherwise, I would have kept him with me. Well, I was going to stay the night with her, but then they decided to release her. And I'm like, what? First of all, the newborn baby wasn't really eating very well. He kept spitting up all the food, or the formula rather. And then they're like, we'll just take him and we'll feed him at 7 and we'll see how we do. And then we'll let you know if you're going to have to stay the night or not. And I guess they fed him and he did very well. Not in front of the parents, of course. But they released them. And I'm like, what? What? The baby didn't just instantly get cured. The baby was throwing up. How in the world are you going to tell me them feeding the baby at 7 o'clock? I'm parking at a different spot, you all. At 7 o'clock, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's cured. Because they just have that magical touch. They're just so good at their job. Baloney, you know, like, and I was like, I just couldn't believe it. By the way, you all, I got a Starbucks. I thought it was going to be free for my birthday, but they're like, no, ma'am, it's only on that day. We're already the 27th. I'm like, fine, I'll pay for it myself. Oh, it's so good. I haven't had one in a long time. Should have told them, make it a double and keep them coming. But, you know, and then with her, the way she was making me hurt by just looking at her. That's how bad this girl was hurting. And I was like, there's no way they're going to release you like that. There's no way. And they released her. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. You know, I was already there at the parking lot. I was like, that's all right. I said, I'll check on you all tomorrow, which is today. And then I said, don't tell the baby, the 2-year-old. I said his name. Don't tell the baby that I'm going to take him a pizza as a surprise. I'm going to take him a pizza. Well, I got 2 medium pizzas from Domino's. And that way they can all have some too, you know, not just the 2-year-old. And I asked her, do you want any soup? You know, and she's like, no, the nurse said no cabbage. I told her no cabbage also because of the gas. But what do I know, right? She needs to hear it from the nurse. I'm not a nurse. I'm just a mom of 2 kids that went through a regular childbirth, natural childbirth is what they call it, and a C-section. I went through both. But what the hell do I know, right? What do I know? I'm just talking out of my butt. So anyway, I'm like, okay. So no caldo then. No soup. No caldo. And she's like, nope. And I was like, okay, I'll just take the pizza. Well, as soon as I walk in, it was a madhouse. And then I was so worried. My heart wanted to jump out of my chest because the baby was just like very weak. And he's so tiny, you all. They say that he weighs 7 pounds. He don't look 7 pounds to me. He looks like he's 6 pounds. I remember my younger child being 6 pounds. And he was tiny like that. You're not going to tell me this baby is 7 pounds. Anyway, but what do I know, right? What does Moo know? She's not a nurse. And so I'm like, okay. And I was like, has the baby eaten? And they're like, well, he ate a little bit this morning, but he threw up again. And I'm like, what? Why does he keep, what? And right now, when I got there, like around 2 o'clock, you know, I was trying to feed him and all. And the dad's like, he's not drinking it. He's not drinking it. It's still 2 ounces. It hasn't even gone down. Da, 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 da. And then I was like, have you all checked the nipple on this thing? Nipple, right? Nipple. Have you all tried this? Check the nipple to see if any formula is coming out. Well, he checks it and no formula is coming out. How do you expect this infant to eat if no formula is coming out? This poor baby is trying so hard to get milk out of here and he's not getting any. Oh my God, I almost lost it. Well, he finally, I asked him, I said, do you have another bottle or you want me to go get one? I'll go get one right now. I'll go to the nearest Walmart, Target, wherever y'all have around here. I'll get it right now. No, we have this one. Let me boil it. Da, 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 da. Okay, fine, do it. And then we were talking, I was talking to his mom and I was like, yeah, I remember back in the day we would make them bigger ourselves. You would get a safety pin and poke a hole a little bit bigger so that, you know, the milk can come out and it would work. You know, of course you would sterilize that safety pin first and then do it, you know, and then sterilize the nipple, right? And all that crap. Well, finally, this little baby, this infant was able to eat. And I'm like, my God, you all are going to give me a heart attack. You know, you all are going to give me a heart. I can't believe that you, are you all really that, you know? And then mom is over there in the bedroom because her ankles are about the size of an ankle of an elephant, which is not normal. It can be, you can retain water after you give birth, but hers were hurting really bad. So all she did was elevator feed. She's laying down and I'm like, okay, lay down for a little while, but you do have a household to run here. Oh no, she's taking like her sweet time in the bedroom. The dad's over here taking his sweet time, feeding the baby, playing with the other 2-year-old, who, by the way, had a fever last night and broke out in a rash. And he kept saying, I'll take him to the doctor. I'll take him to the urgent care. Then he starts playing ball with him. And I'm like, oh my God. It's raining, you all. It's raining. But I'm like, oh my God, will you please get the baby, go to the doctor so you can come back and we can take care of everybody else? Mom did not want to go to the urgent care, even though his mom and myself kept telling her, go to the urgent care. We'll take care of the baby, the newborn. Go to the urgent care, take your other child with you, go take care of yourselves. No, it's all, oh my God. Time for another drink. raining harder now. Great. And there's people trying to set up for a party all the way over there. Right there. I don't know if you can even see it very well, but there's people trying to set up for a party. And just like that, it stopped. I tell you, all this weather is more emotional than I am. Anyhow, then I get a text from V, okay? My sister-in-law, V. And she's like, we decided we're going to have to get a reception hall, yada, 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 because my dad wants to invite other people, da, 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 da. If somebody can help out with $200, and if somebody else can buy the cake, and my other sister, B, is going to buy the decorations from Amazon, unless somebody else wants to buy the decorations, and yada, yada. Wasn't that what I recommended in the first place? Oh no. And then my husband says, oh no, 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 no. See, you recommended the place where they live at the old folks home. No, no, no. It's too small. They're going to need something even bigger because they want to invite people from their church. Of course they do. Of course they do. Now, all of a sudden, after B tore me a new butthole, now all of a sudden, we do want a big party. We do want a bigger reception hall, and we do want decorations. Again, I repeat, this is after B tore me a new butthole for suggesting the very same thing. She was very quick to shut me down and be, no, 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 no. My dad said that he wants the barbecue at V's. He does not want a reception hall. I'm just giving my 2 cents. You all asked for suggestions. I gave my 2 cents. That was it. V was nice about it at least. She said thank you. But not B. And then my husband, I'm calling him and telling him I'm coming home already. And I'm telling him all about the visit. And I couldn't believe what was going on. And they never moved to take anybody to the doctor. They're just sitting there like, it'll go away. It'll go away in the next 5 minutes. Don't worry. Don't even worry about it. You know, I'm just like, oh, God. Oh, and the baby and... Oh. I just couldn't believe it. I was so tempted to say, let me take the baby home with me. I will watch the baby for you all until you all feel better, and then y'all can come get him, and then you all can visit him also. But yeah, I'll make sure this baby gets fed every 2 hours. Oh, well, the nurses said that they get fed every 3 to 4 hours. The nurses don't know crap. Do they wait to go to lunch? When it's their lunchtime, do they like, oh, no, 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 I'm not going to eat right now. I'm going to wait 3 to 4 hours. No, they go to their lunch when they want to, right? No. Babies, infants, they eat every 2 hours. Now, if they're asleep, don't bother them. They'll wake up. They'll let you know I'm hungry. I am hungry right now, and I am wet. You got to change me, and you got to feed me. But they get fed every 2 to 3 hours. Max. Not 3 to 4. What the hell is wrong with you? You all act like you hadn't had a child before. You have your 2-year-old. Now all of a sudden you're going to listen to these. Drink. And in case y'all are wondering, it is a Frappuccino. No alcohol. Although I could use some. I just can't. Oh, yeah. And so I'm calling my husband, telling him about all my complaints. And he's like, they'll get it together. Just give them some time. Well, how much time do they need, husband? Because this baby, in the meantime, he's not getting fed like he's supposed to. They're not even checking the bottle. The husband over there, her husband is like the laziest SOB on earth. God forgive me for saying that, but he is. I just, and then he kept looking at me too. And I'm like, why does he keep looking at me? That's making me very uncomfortable. And then I finally said, you know what? I think I'm going to go so that you all can rest. Oh, no, you're not being a bother. And I'm like, shit. So I would sit back down, right? Finally, when he took off with the baby, he says, we're going to go for a ride, which means he was going to take him to the doctor finally. But if he falls asleep, if the 2-year-old falls asleep, he was going to turn around and come back home. 10 minutes later, and they're back. The 2-year-old is asleep, and I'm like, are you kidding me? You were already out there. If you would have driven a little further, you would have hit the urgent care. My God. So he comes back. The 2-year-old starts yelling his head off. The baby's like freaking out, like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh my God. And you could tell he's getting like PO'd by this point. And he's looking at me. And I'm like, what the hell do you want me to do? You want me to slap you? Would that help you? Let me slap you, so that you can get your scrawny little butt back into your car with your 2-year-old and go to the urgent care. Jeez. You all, I didn't mean this to be a rant. It became one because I am so upset. I am so upset. Like, I don't know. I just don't know with these people. Oh, God, these young people are just like, they think that things are just going to go away on their own. Eventually, the infant will eat. Eventually, the 2-year-old will get rid of this rash. Eventually, her ankles will not be swollen anymore. What else? What else? You know? I cannot. They should have kept her in that hospital with the baby overnight, like it was planned, and then release her today. If they would have kept her overnight, the husband could have taken the 2-year-old to the doctor like he was supposed to, without procrastinating the way he was right now. They took off again, mind you. Before I left, they took off again on a car ride. I didn't even bother to ask, are you going to take him to the doctor this time? Because I'm like, it is a waste of breath at this point. It is a waste of breath. And all they're worried about is how tired they are. The husband's mom was there. And she's like, oh, go sleep, son. Go take a nap. Go take a nap. Ma'am, he needs to take his child to the doctor. When you have children, mamas, am I right here? All the moms out there in the world, YouTube and out here, am I right here? There is no rest when you have children. You don't get sick leave. You don't get to nap when you want. Am I right or wrong? I don't recall being able to rest if my child was sick. Either one of them. I don't recall my mother ever telling me, oh no, Moon, no, don't worry. I will take care of the kids, even though they're sick. But you go sleep. It's more important for you to sleep than for these kids to go to the doctor. Hell no! My mom would have pulled me out of that bed by my hair. She would have slapped me silly and she would have been, get your ass up, girl. Get your kids ready. We're going to the doctor. You too, you included. I'm not going to have a house full of sick people here. And if my husband would have been like, oh, here, catch the ball, let's play before we go anywhere or do anything or decide anything, my mom would have slapped him upside the head as well. Get your ass in the car now. Get your kids in the car. While we're at the hospital, we're going to have the doctor check you out too. Check out your head. Like, oh my God. Whoo, breathe. Guys, I gotta get home. I had a word today, and it just, I don't know where it went to because of this. I'm just a grandma on the sidelines, trying to help, but cannot remain calm when I see this going on in front of me, and it's killing me. I don't know how you all do it. I don't know how y'all do with this kids. I have no idea. If they were my kids, yeah, you bet they would have been at the doctor's right now, and I would have been right there with them, and I would have been like, nobody is leaving until we all get seen. Got it? Now sit down and shut up. That would have been me. But what do I know? You know, fortunately, my stepdaughter has an appointment tomorrow for a follow-up. Praise God. She will get looked at. But today, the 2-year-old needs to get looked at. Okay? And if not today, first thing tomorrow, as soon as she's out of her appointment, you go to the next. And after, when you're there with that 2-year-old, by the way, at the pediatrician's, have them check out the infant as well. Make sure the infant is all right. Let them know what's going on with the formulas and all. Just let them check him out, weigh him and everything. You know, in fact, I'm gonna like text her that in a little while because, oh God. You all, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go home and try to calm down. I gotta pick up my son in 30 minutes. And I have to pee. So I'm just gonna go home and pee and change into something more comfortable, go get him, come home and try to relax. I might even have to mix myself a drink after this Frappuccino because this Frappuccino is just not doing it, okay? It's not doing it. You all don't judge me. Don't judge me for being a caring grandma. I'm just like, Lord, take the wheel. Bless that home. Knock some sense into those people over there, please. In the name of Jesus, amen. Oh, love you all. Bye.